For more, let's turn to Anna Creti, professor at professor of economics at Paris Dauphine University. Thank you for speaking with us here on France 24.
You're welcome. Good afternoon.
So, two aspects that have everybody's attention here. One is supply, and the other is cost. Let's start with supply because we're getting kind of mixed messages. On the one hand, we're hearing word that the summer refill of gas tanks in Western Europe are going quicker than expected.
It is true that most of the countries are online with the objective of the European Commission under the Repower EU, let's say, agreement that was mandating those countries who benefit from having storage capacities to fill those storage capacity at 80%. Some of the countries like France are also overshooting this objective, reaching 90 or 100%. Nevertheless, the storage capacity is limited, so it doesn't offer a protection for all the countries and for all winter. So it is true that it is like a partial insurance, and it opens still the way to other possible solutions, if any.
And then there's the cost. This plan that was floated on Monday for an overhaul of the electricity market in Europe. The price is set according to which type of energy is the most expensive. And these days, well, that's natural gas.
It is not completely correct from the economical and technical point of view. The price of electricity in the market where it is exchanged is fixed by the last unit that is needed to make the equilibrium between demand and supply. So it depends on the time of the day, and of course in winter there is also a demand that is high, but I do not think that we can say, well, gas is, yes, actually it is very costly, but because of gas it is costly, the market is flawed. So it is incorrect, and I think that maybe a reform is needed, but so far I haven't heard about very smart proposals.
So what should an overhaul of the electricity market look like?
The electricity market that we have in Europe has been established in 96. Of course, in 96, the situation was different, but still, the principle that we have adopted is the one that is recognized worldwide as the most efficient one. In terms of efficiency, the market is delivering what we expect. Then, in terms of how this is reflected on the actual condition, in terms, therefore, on equity, on consumers, but also on firms, this is not something that we can have directly from the market. So any interventions should be a side intervention, but again, as an economist, I wouldn't say that we should go for a reform just now.
Not just now, but all of Europe, of course, is spooked by the spike in prices, the specter, as the French Prime Minister said on Monday, of possible power shortages in parts. We're already seeing those price hikes in places like Britain. They have to do something.
They should have done something before, because what is threatening security of supply is something that we know, except that before it was something like, in principle, it is something that could happen. Now it is happening. So the electricity markets as well as the gas market have some specific rules to ensure this security of supply, but no one has said that security of supply has zero cost. So the fact that we are also having this possible disconnection from gas and therefore problems in electricity also depends on other factors. For instance, the weak availability of the French nuclear fleet is one of those, big questions that we have entering next winter. Then we have also to say that perhaps the renewable capacity is not enough. There is not enough battery storage at large scale level. So we cannot really say that we have a unique cause and therefore a unique remedy.
One final question for you, Anna Creti. We heard the Kremlin spokesperson this Tuesday saying if they're shutting down Nord Stream 1 again, it's because of technical support issues. He blames Western sanctions. Is he telling the truth?
This decrease in the gas flow was pre-announced 1 week ago. It coincides with some, again, as they have done during the last months, with some technical interventions that have to be done on Nord Stream 1. What it is unusual is the time at which they occur, and also the volume that they are trying to, no, they are actually getting away. The contractual disagreement that are cited as the cause of this gas flow decrease are very ambiguous. So maybe it is the old problem that we have already discussed of not paying in the Russian money, in the ruble, or not being compliant also with technical cooperation. As a matter of fact, we know that gas is in the head of Putin, and approaching also the new sanction on oil, he will use it more and more.
All right, Anna Creti of Paris Dauphine University, thank you so much for speaking with us here on France 24.